this series was not won that easily without any hardships at all. Even during the whole process, that 6-game series, you were scolded, you were criticized. Sometimes many were saying perhaps the referees were against you, talking about you're raising your leg too high, for example, when you attack. What do you make of these comments?
I really don't make nothing of it. You know, I address it because this question is asked. I'm asked about it, but it's basketball. I mean, you watch the NBA. It's a normal move. Normally, guys don't. When a guy jumps up in the air and he takes off before the defender can get in place to take an offensive foul or a charging call. You know, guys don't normally. When a guy's in the air and he's up, the guy doesn't normally step in to where they're gonna get an offensive foul. You know, I mean, it's kind of a stupid play for a player to step in, you know, when someone is already in the air.
So, in your judgment, it is actually a defensive move or act?
It's legal. It's legal. It's legal. I mean, it could go either way where a referee can call a charge or he could call a blocking foul. It's 50-50, you know, call. But I think, you know, people needed to focus on something because they had nothing else to focus on. I do what I do. I mean, I'm not doing anything out of the ordinary or out of the norm. I mean, I think now we're winning, so it's all being seen in a positive light. You know, when you're losing, there's so many different things that are going on, so many people who've got different ideas. You know, if no one is on the same page when you're losing. Everybody's on the same page when you're winning. So for me, I'm able to now decipher all of those different quarrels that may come about when, you know, when you start losing or if you have a couple of bad games.
Over the last few years, the CBA has had a share of former NBA All-Stars. Tracy McGrady, Gilbert Arenas, and even Metta World Peace have tried their luck in the league, but none has been able to stick, which has been a disappointment to the league and to its fans. But of all the foreigners that have tried to make a name for themselves, only Marbury has been able to find success, as he has managed to claim 3 titles in his 6 years here. And off the court, he is now a beloved hero in the Chinese capital.
Why actually the fact is that you've made it, why others, you know, just failed so quickly?
I mean, I don't really know what their situations was as far as when they came to China to play, but for me, I mean, when I came here, I was ready to take on a new challenge, and I was really ready to do something different. I didn't know if I was going to stay in China when I first came to China, because I didn't know how it was going to be, you know. But based upon my experience, as we can see, you know, history shows us and tells us that, you know, I stayed because of, it was working out really well for me, even though I had some bumps and bruises at the beginning of my career here in China. But for those guys, I mean, I really don't know what their idea or what their focus was when they decided to come to China.
5 years ago, or even more than that, before you made your move to come to China, if I said to you, actually, Stephon, you're going to make it in China, you're going to have your statue made in Beijing, you're going to help any team win 3 titles in a row or 3 titles nationwide, would you believe yourself?
No, I wouldn't have believed that. I wouldn't have believed, before I came here, I wouldn't have believed that I was going to be here and I was going to love it here and all of the different things that have happened. I wouldn't have never thought that.
But why did you come here in the first place anyway?
I mean, it was the right timing. I mean, the situation was, you know, from what we see now, it was the right decision at that time. You know, I was looking for something brand new. I was looking for something different. You know, I was going through a lot of challenges in my life during that time. So, coming here to play, you know, it was a hard decision, but it was a decision that was made based upon me getting the opportunity to play basketball again. You know, I tried to build my empire in America. It didn't work. You know, and now coming to China, you know, I'm in more of a position to put myself in a situation where I'm able to build what it is that I want to build.
So it is fair to say that China has given you a second chance, second life?
Oh, definitely. I mean, it's given me, not only have I been reborn in coming here, but I was able to learn and grow, you know, based upon learning from the Chinese culture and the disciplined ways of how disciplined. That was a big adjustment for me. You know, practicing 6 hours a day for over 50 days. You know, that was different for me. It was a challenge. You know, so it's given me great hope, and it's given me great aspirations to continue to try to, you know, do things that I've never done before. You know, so I can see my mind opening up and, you know, myself evolving.
After the CBA finals, where Beijing was able to defend their title, Marbury's schedule suddenly became very full. After a month of intense playoff action, he was constantly in Chinese headlines, from his stage play to the charitable events, and even the publishing of his own stamp collection. Shortly after our interview, Marbury finally found time to fly back home to the United States to see his family after being away for 9 months. That time with his friends and family will be a welcome relief for the star, because when he returns to his adopted home, the 38-year adopted hero will be under pressure to deliver another title to the millions of Beijing Ducks fans.
After your victory, I remember you said that you still owe Beijing a home court title-winning performance. Come on, let's face it, you are 39 almost, right? I mean, pushing 40. You're gonna go another year, that's for sure, by saying that. Am I right?
I mean, I mean, if you look at the way how I play, I don't think people will look at my game and think that, you know, I'm in a situation where, you know, I can't play at a high level.
Not at all.
I'm not strong enough, or, you know, I can't move the way how I used to move. You know, all of those different things are great, that when people talk about that and they say that, because then when they get on the court, it's a different situation. So for me, I'm not planning on retiring anytime soon. You know, as I said, I'm gonna play, you know, until I can't play anymore. But 2-3 years is definitely the maximum amount. I don't think I will go past 41, 42 years old, but, you know, you never know. I didn't think that I would get this far as playing 20 years of professional basketball, and the years that I played before professional basketball. I would never think that it would be this long. You never know. All of the young kids out there, make sure you go pick up your basketball, and make sure you pick up your books as well. That's more important than basketball. But basketball, the game, of course, is something that we all love. It's something that is fun, exciting. You gotta work hard. You gotta definitely make sure you work hard, because there's a lot of other kids out there working hard. But more importantly, have fun. Peace.